Water, 35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms. Ammonia, 4 liters. Lime, 1.5 kilograms. Phosphorus, 800 grams. Salt, 250 grams. Saltpeter, 100 grams. Sulfur, 80 grams. Fluorine, 7.5. Iron, 5. Silicon, 3 grams. And trace amounts of 15 other elements.
What's that?
It's all the ingredients of the average adult human body.
A bad boy with arm, made from new alloys, from a crash disc and asteroid. What you need, the bunker doors beneath the tall tumble tree. My shelter is not far, on the other side of Mars. Manifested a matrix, manifest Agent Smith, impossible movement, the same bullshit. He think the humans are major pollutants. Broke scientists in his lab, was 8x14 underground base, hypercube place, in a vacuum of space. Isotopic ratios of broke scientists in his lab with no place to go. But there must have been alternative routes. All these conscious scientists ain't saying nothing. Matter of fact, all these scientists have no constituent function.
It's all the ingredients of the average adult human body.
The swordsman style advocates are so sloppy. A human being is not anybody's property. Experimenting with the bodies in a zero gravity environment. It's much easier said than done if you're trying it. Attending the opera with a monster, I could barely take my eyes off of 23 double D's. Big old knockers. Jermaine, next level. Put you in a sideways 8, then a pretzel. What's your character string verification? Jermaine drawing information from the space station. The preliminary designation, tracing the detection of illuminated submicron radiation. Do not run from something called nothing. I heard the cosmonauts were coming. The rhymes are in place. We have absolutely no time to wait.
Did you bring the materials?
I did, Colonel, but they're still under research. And like I told you, we don't need them.
Have you not seen the reports? The resistance is growing.
What are you trying to say? That our Fuhrer's great cause is unjust?
Acrylic acid, assassin, atomic atmospheric damage, channeling, corruption, customized disruption, earthquakes, leave them nothing. Olfactory operation, worshiping the unacknowledged subject 666, Canibus, solarized, smoking walnut submarine in the ocean, information, chosen, gunner, class, Bruce Lee, burgeoning, concentration of flawless, hollow hatred, and spaceships, Spitzberg, specifically, storyboard, the specifics, so furious, suffering, suddenly, submitting nothing, observe nucleotides outside suffering, spending some time solarized, smoking, but I told you this 33 thoughts, time and vocabulary, polar shift, replica, reptilian, extraterrestrial residents, rip the jack of ritualized, sacred sentences. Rip the jack of seagulls, is the skull and bones, seal, swordsman, talisman, dehomogenized alloy, field, ramifications, repeat, recurrent, electromagnetic fields, ability, activate, earthquakes, drills, doom, double doors with kill grills. I just stance and pop pilk until I get my full feel. Nobody can fuck with me when I mix piss for drill, coldness, chemistry gives chills, vocabulary, vortex, blowing, kills at will, Williams, willingly, zero in for the kill, infinity, information, all the biological, biofield, cannabis, consuming, cosmonaut, all drill, airborne agenda, change how I feel thyself, hip-hop itself, God, Jermaine Williams, will.
Lost several thousand men. Civilian casualties are well beyond that. The whole country is unstable. This isn't a humanitarian summit. This is war. Now turn them over, Crystal Alchemist. That's an order. Dominance in a bottle, men. Alchemic augmentation.
They call him the
It's my
Full
job
Metal
to end
Alchemist.
this war quickly and with this.
What do you think?
Well, it looks pretty obvious. He's using alchemy.
Yeah, but still, something's wrong. It's not even...
Hey, how are you liking your first miracle gathering? He's amazing, isn't he?
Well, he's an amazing actor, I'll give him that. But those aren't miracles. He's swindling you.
Now, Ed, we don't know that. We just know he's using alchemy and he's ignoring the laws.
What laws?
This isn't witchcraft, it's a science, and you don't make things out of thin air. In chemistry, a reaction has to be balanced. So does alchemy.
It's an equation, Rose. Your output has has to be of equal mass to the materials you started with. The base elements have to be similar too, like the radio I fixed. I could make it bigger, or tree or something.
It's our founding principle. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. But that ugly bastard's totally disregarding the law.
Because he's working miracles.
So, if you pray and polish the Ultra enough times, someone who's dead will be brought back to life, to life, to life, to life.
Something like that.
Water, 35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms. Ammonia, 4 liters. Lime, 1.5 kilograms. Phosphorus, 800 grams. Salt, 250 grams. Saltpeter, 100 grams. Sulfur, 80 grams. Fluorine, 7.5. Iron, 5. Silicon, 3 grams. And trace amounts of 15 other elements.
Children of God who live upon this land, pray in faith that ye may be saved. As sun lights the day, so does the sun god need to illuminate thy path and drown out thy
Well,
shadows.
that's freakish.
Some kind of religious broadcast.
Your buddy's in a suit of armor and you're wearing gloves in the desert and you call us freaks?
This town be blessed and may we continue mysterious hope and prosperity.
Now, who is this guy on your airwaves?
Why, that's Serpent.
Williams. Yeah, nobody do it better. The true ripper, inspired by God, inspired by the suffering. Was it done by a prophet? It must have been. Who was it then? Williams, hot but cold-blooded. Many utter the name, but very few love him. Rip the jacker, insight to the fullest. Thick of 33 is the number that enlightens the brother. Brighten the dullest, the ramifications are awesome. What should we call it? My unacknowledged special access project. I call it God. It's a submarine hall in a cave below ground with Cthulhu on the
Who
wall.
is this guy on your airwaves?
To control thoughts, the power, however remotely, through post-detonation poetry. I briefed the committee, my team was credited. They told me to stop testing, turned over the evidence. Device for the eyes, close your eyes. Transition if you go dry. Ritualize, fire, spit your rhymes, shift your mind. Without trying, you can alter the sequence of nucleotides. Get high off just mature wines. One day it will be known, for now it must wait. At the time I used my beta waves, more than my theta waves. Then it was a greater way, I learned at a later date.
Doesn't ring a bell.
You're kidding me! You've never heard of the great prophet?
Williams.
What's great about it?
He can perform miracles, for one thing. I've never seen anything like it.
This town was a godforsaken dust bowl before
Williams.
got here and transformed it into a desert paradise. Now that was something else. Your trick there wouldn't be what they call alchemy, would it?
Yeah?
Around these parts, the only alchemist I ever get to see is old Majahal.
Majahal, huh?
Yep. They say he does great things for people with his alchemy, like you did.
Where can we find him?
Oh, the next town over. But you really don't want to go there right now, boys. I've heard it's become a dangerous place. They say the dead have risen from their graves and are sending the villagers to them.
Activate our C infinity when sent our versus 2 satellites registry space radio transmission revealed mission reptilian history recorded solar system syllables storyboard swordsmen listen I strand 1,000 bars and realign rhymes reverse time combine white wizardry line realign time.
But you really don't want to go there right now, boys. I've heard it's become a dangerous place. They say the dead have risen from their graves.
I do it for civilians, strikers, cobras, back at the top with GW Prescott. I do it for the soldiers, raptors, Comanches, grid location, missile lock, lift up the block. We shouldn't keep fighting, the earth is our home. This story is a part of my soul. If we destroy Mother Earth, then where we gon' go? I gotta spit till the story is told. It's a gift.
If that was something else, your trick there wouldn't be what they call alchemy, would it?
3,000 tumble tree, still stationary. Submarine Canibus, extraordinary mystery. Mystical microphone wizardry. Smashing metaphors lyrically. Know this, people. The lazy know me late. Slurry at infinity. I isolation, Jericho, Jamaican, initializing information from the space station. Multiple NASA, multiplayer observation. Dr. Fritz describes details to the designation. Cursing, compelled, conviction. Sophia Stewart drawing the perfect diaphragm to cubism, magnificent matter, manifest matrix, futurism.
At last, he awakens. It appears you've stumbled across something that you really shouldn't have seen, Edward.
Oh, you mean the so-called zombies? Yeah, I saw your toys.
Toys? They're canvases for spirit attachments.
Transmit images over the distance using the inflation premise at 10 to the minus 32 seconds. Back to the Canibus era, my eponym is apparent. Those who hear my efforts gotta give me the merit. Off lyrics alone, I'm a legend, but I can't take credit. The English language was not my invention. It's the way I put it together. The incorrect English editor, can't nobody ever do it better. People forget, but the history will remember. I pled guilty to the charge and accepted the sentence. Let the record show I resisted under the pressure. My short but precise endeavor to raise the measure. Hip-hop forever, that's what I see when I look in the mirror. Regardless of whether I'm not a bestseller, I'm a first-class spitter. The literal literature ripper, painting pictures for intelligent listeners from any and all dispositions. The fusion of what's written creates a fiction called cannabisism. The intellectual division of science and religion. People waste their momentum trying to defend it. All I do is put it to ink, then put it to print. See what you think, maybe I should speak to a shrink. I can fix the way they look at the world. They read all these books in a barrel, but they can't think for themselves. Self-contained, I'm all balls, belts, and brains. Must be strong, cause no one ever helps Jermaine. Especially the record biz. More crooked than WorldCom executives. They never let you live. Observe the whole world's pain and tell me you ain't tired of praying. The Catholic faith will never be the same. You could be put in chains cause you got a Muslim name. Sent to Guantanamo Bay and tortured for days. Man, I'd rather buy some land and grow an orchard of grapes. Drink vegetable juice, stay away from steaks and shakes and snakes. These racks in the corporate race is fake. Nobody ever gives you what they didn't already take. Invest and wait, you be broke till you break. Man, you learn to pick a lock, you wanna open the gate. I mimic haters like flight simulators and air bases. Recovered from an inverted spin and now I'm famous.